how important is it to does this fall under your purview of product marketer? Is your connection with your end consumer? How important is that?
Very important. I don't think you can build a product or even market to a customer without really understanding them, right? And so, it's one thing when you let's say have a hypothesis about let's say how a consumer will react, but it's ultimately still a hypothesis. It needs to be validated with real world information. And
Got
so
it.
even today, a part of my job involves going and talking to customers, getting feedback about things like what they don't like about the product, so that I can derive insights on basically some of the feature gaps that we have, and then pass that along to my product manager. And that's sort of my way of influencing the roadmap, right? Like that's also part of the product marketer's job, where the product manager owns the roadmap and owns the feature development, but I have the ability to influence that. Because I am also talking to the customers, and I'm also doing a lot of market research and doing a lot of competitive intelligence, right? So,
and I think that is, actually why I wanted to drive that one point home, where basically, irrespective, we're talking about different kinds of marketers, but I think, and the marketing role will continue to evolve. Okay, we will have more specialization, we will have more distinctions in the future, but essentially, one fundamental rule eventually that you have to, I think, come back to essentially is the fact that basically it's all going to come back to your fundamentals. It's going to come back to the marketing fundamentals and the fact that you need to be listening to your consumer. And there is basically one company where I specifically know, and essentially I think it's something that we develop as marketers, where people nowadays are just getting into marketing directly because the barrier of entry is very low, but essentially they start marketing and building strategies either for a product or for a company or for a brand, making assumption on what the customer knows, but they have not actually gone and spoken to the customer.